Tribute to Professor Robert A. Bush by Dr. Chinwe-Egbunike-Umegbolu. The passing of Professor Robert A. Bush feels deeply personal both as a scholar and someone formed in part by his ideas. For many of us in Alternative Dispute Resolution ADR, the award-winning book, The Promise of Mediation, the Transformative Approach to Conflict, presented a fundamentally different vision from the dominant settlement-driven paradigms of mediation. At a time when legal education often prioritizes outcomes, efficiency, and closure, his work invited us to slow down to see conflict not simply as a problem to be solved, but as a human interaction to be understood. Its central insight that mediation should be grounded in empowerment and recognition reshaped how many of us viewed justice itself. It challenged the assumption that resolution must be measured by agreement alone, and instead advanced the idea that transformation, subtle, relational, deeply human, may be the more meaningful outcome. I was drawn to his work as an LLM student in dispute resolution at the Kingston University London, where I returned to his ideas repeatedly in my family mediation assessments. There was something profoundly compelling about a model of dispute resolution that does not impose solutions, but intentionally creates a safe space. A space for voice, a space for dignity, a space for change. At the time, many of us, lawyers, those trained within the adversary legal frameworks, were captivated by the possibility that disputes could be addressed without confrontation, without the rigid architecture of the courtroom. We did not simply study the book, we were shaped by it. It gave us hope that peacemaking is not separate from justice, but a core part of it. Yet these encounters were never mainly academic. His work demanded reflection. It invited questioning. It unsettled assumptions. It became something I carried with me into my PhD at the University of Brighton. And of course, into my subsequent scholarship and teaching. I remain especially grateful to Pamela, my family mediation lecturer at Kingston University London, who introduced me to both family mediation and, of course, this remarkable sacred textbook. God bless her. The introduction was not simply academic, it was formative. What distinguishes Professor Bush's contribution is not only its theoretical precision, but its humanity. He reminded us but powerfully that mediation, as at its core, is about people, about how individuals understand themselves, about how they perceive one another, and about the possibility that even in conflict there can be recognition, there can be growth, and of course transformation. This perspective has remained with me not only as a researcher but as an educator. Each time I introduce his ideas to students, it feels like teaching doctrine. It feels less like teaching doctrine and more like opening a door into a different way of seeing conflict, one that privileges dignity over dominance, understanding over expendicy, and transformation over mere settlement. Today, the transformative model of Professor Bush championed has extended far beyond its original conceptual boundaries. It is now applied across diverse contexts, family disputes, workplace conflicts, community tensions, organizational challenges, and even public policy dialogues. Yet its essence remains unchanged, a steadfast commitment to the moral and relational dimensions of human interaction. And so his legacy continues, endures not only in his books or citations, but in practice. In the mediator who chooses to listen more deeply, and the parties will begin, even tentatively, to see each other differently. In the quiet, often unseen moments where conflict shifts from destructive to constructive, there is something profoundly endearing about such a legacy. Professor Bush may no longer be with us, but his voice continues to resonate in classrooms, in scholarship, and in the lived experiences of those who practice and believe in transformative mediation. For that, I remain deeply, entirely grateful.